Okay. Welcome. Happy Thursday, man. Can you believe it's Thursday? This month is flying by. Wow. Thanks for being with us this morning. I see the end broadcast button, which means I'm alive in about, I don't know, a half a dozen locations. And if you've been with us this week, today's training builds on all the trainings we've done since Monday. We started with our market to message match, moved into the 3-point power profile. Yesterday, we talked about messaging, what to say to folks on social media that you're connecting with. And today, we're going to show you how to use LinkedIn to find business people to reach out to. We're going to show you first the free LinkedIn search. And then for those of you that want to upgrade, and probably will after this, to Sales Navigator, I'm going to show you some really cool things that you can do within there. Before we get started, though, I want to introduce my co-host, Mr. Ronan Rahaman. There you are, from behind the curtain. What's up, man?
Not much. No, I'm excited for today. You know, Sales Navigator, I really resisted it for a long time. But then once got started on it and had all that access to all those people, it's like, wow, what was I waiting for? So I'm really excited for you to share that with everybody and have them see the power of LinkedIn and Sales Navigator.
When you said resistance, I was hoping you were going to go Star Trek-y on me and say that resistance is futile. Oh, wow.
Well, you know, what you resist, I live under the motto of what you resist persists. So it just wouldn't go away.
Okay.
And yeah, but you know, it's part of being human. And I did it, pulled the trigger, and because I thought I could get away with some things, but yeah, no, it was exciting, and I'm excited for everybody to see the power of Sales Navigator.
Me too. Okay, well, let's get started. We're going to jump right in, and I'm going to pull up my LinkedIn page first and show you what can be done just with the free LinkedIn search. A lot of people don't realize that there are some built-in kind of hidden things that you can do just within LinkedIn search. And so for today, let's see. Last week I think we did automotive. I think this week we'll do attorneys. Okay, we're gonna do attorneys this week. So let's say I want to reach out to someone who is an attorney. So I could just simply start by typing attorney and hit enter. And you're gonna get a wide variety of results when you do this. Okay, you can see there's 43,000 results. I've got what looks like some law firms around town. I've got some people that are lawyers. I've got some groups here on LinkedIn that have things to do with legal stuff and attorneys and some other businesses, it looks like. So difficult to narrow in on specific people if all you did was that. But here's something that a lot of people don't know. Inside of this search, you can use what are called Boolean search commands. Okay, I'm not going to go into all the nitty-gritty of that, but there's one command in particular that can be very powerful, and that is the command word and. And if you write the word and in all capital letters, you can start to layer in other features, other filters right within this search bar. So let's say I'm going to reach out to attorneys who are in a particular specialty like probate law or estate planning or divorce or family law, right? I can put in those other words. So for example, if I type in probate, what this is going to do is it's going to find search results that match both attorney and probate. And you'll see what happens to the results. You'll see that it gets a lot more focused. All of a sudden, I see people that are attorneys, specifically probate attorneys, right? So if that's your market, and you can do this with any market, right? If you're in the health and wellness space, you can do the same thing there. If you're in automotive, you can do the same thing there. Technology, you can use these Boolean commands and just layer this, right? I'll give you another one. Let's say I want to reach attorneys that are in the probate field that are in a particular geography, like Atlanta, right? Atlanta, right? I can do that, and you'll start seeing that the results are showing me probate attorneys in the Atlanta area. So you can get some traction just by using the free LinkedIn search. And I wanted to show you this just in case you're going to resist jumping up to the Sales Navigator Pro. And also, this ties into something we're going to be doing in just a moment over in Sales Navigator. So with that, I'm going to move over and share my Sales Navigator Pro, which is a premium upgrade to LinkedIn. Give me a moment here while I remove this stream and add in Sales Navigator. Hold on a minute. There we go. Share. And Ronan, can you just confirm for me that you are seeing Sales Navigator?
Yep, I see it.
Awesome. Okay. So before I show you what we're going to do here with Sales Navigator, I wanted to alert you that we are going to be doing our next live guaranteed sales appointments event the first part of July. We're working on setting that date. We're going to do it both in person. So if you want to come out to Vegas and hang with us, that'd be awesome. We're also going to be streaming it live. So if you want to be on the waiting list for when we do that, either for the live stream or in person, head over to guaranteedappointmentslive.com. And Ronan, I'm sure, has already pulled up the link for that. And just fill that form out, and we will get you the announcement as to when that event is and how you can participate. And it's awesome. We literally unpack our entire process for guaranteeing sales appointments for our clients. And if that's something of value to you, we'd love to have you there. All right, here we are back in Sales Navigator. Now, this is a powerful tool if you know what you're doing. And I'm going to help you know what you're doing right now. What I like to start with is there's this all filters link that you can see next to the search bar. I'm going to click on that and just explain. There are two ways to use Sales Navigator. One way is to find people. All right, they call those leads in Sales Navigator. And the other way is to find businesses, actual companies, and they call that accounts. For this example, I'm going to assume that you want to reach out to people. That's what we've been talking about all week, is how do you connect with individuals that are in the perfect market for you. So I'm going to click on this lead filters icon or link, and it's going to pull up all the different selections that I have available to me inside of Sales Navigator. And I'll scroll down, and you can see there's quite a few. And I'm going to demonstrate a number of them so that you can understand some really kind of insider secrets, if you will, whether you've been using Sales Navigator for some time or if you're brand new. All right, so let's go back, and we're going to do the same attorney search by typing attorney here in the keyword. And you'll notice when I do that, Sales Navigator is pulling up some suggestions. They're trying to find out, what am I really looking for, right? And some of these might make sense. Some of them won't make any sense at all. But it's just to help you narrow your focus. So for example, it says here, do I mean people who worked as an attorney? That means in the past. Or do I mean people working as an attorney right now? And I do. So I'm going to see what LinkedIn shows me if I click on people working as attorney. And it shows me that there's 565,000 people worldwide on LinkedIn that match that, which is obviously a lot of people and way too much for us to prospect. So let's do this first. I'm going to narrow down my geography to, let's just use Atlanta. We were doing that before. So I'm going to type in Atlanta metropolitan area and let Sales Navigator do its work. And now we're down to 12,250. That's a little bit more manageable. The other thing I can do if I use that same Boolean idea is I can go attorney and probate right here, and it's going to, notice now I'm down to 1,418 results in the Atlanta area that match both attorney and probate. And that's going to be a much more precise result. So feel free and do use those Boolean commands here in the keyword box on Sales Navigator. Now, a couple of really powerful other ways to use Sales Navigator is you may not want to meet with all attorneys that deal in probate. You might have some other criteria, like for example, how large of a firm do they work for, right? You might want to work with people that are kind of a sole proprietor. Or you might want to be working with attorneys that are in firms that have 50 people in them, or 200 people in them, or 5,000 people in them. And so you can come down here to company headcount and narrow your selection even further. So a lot of times our clients are looking to meet with a specific sized company or an attorney or an account manager or something in a particular size company. So let's say, for example, you don't want to work with self-employed or small firms. You want to work with firms that have at least 11 people. So I'm going to click this 11 to 50. I'm also going to select 51 to 200 and maybe 200 to 500, right? So now I've got this sort of middle-sized law firm that I'm looking for, and my results drop down to 379. And that's good because now I'm really getting to tailor my my selections so that my messaging, which I'm not going to go over now because we went over that yesterday, can resonate more with the kind of attorney that works in this particular sized firm. Another selection that we will often use is years of experience, right? You may want to work with attorneys or people in your field that are not brand new, right? We have a client that works with venture capitalists, right? He's got a very sophisticated product. He doesn't want to work with brand new, new to the business venture capitalists. He wants to work with people that get it. And so we're reaching out to VCs that have at least 6 years, 10 years, 20 years experience, because that's going to be a way better conversation for that client than someone who's only been in the business for a few months. And so you could also use years of experience. I'm not going to do that here. I just want to point out that can be a very important selection. And I think that's about all I'm going to do here before I click on this little search bar. And when I do, Sales Navigator is going to show me the results. And here we go. And what I'm looking for is, do these make sense? Okay. And you'll see that some of them make perfect sense. Like this person here, Shelly, who specializes in probate and estate planning. This person here, it doesn't say estate planning or probate in their title, but I'm sure somewhere, oh yeah, it is. Here it is, Probate Court of Henry County. So these are in fact the kinds of people that I would want to pull into a prospect list and possibly communicate with. And then the last thing, and I want to point out, and this really makes Sales Navigator essential in our business, and that is this. I don't know about you, but a lot of people have LinkedIn accounts. They may have signed up a year ago, they may have signed up 10 years ago, and they just don't use it anymore. And what's the point of reaching out to people who don't use their LinkedIn account, right? You're just wasting energy. But with Sales Navigator, they have this tab up here called Posted on LinkedIn in past 30 days. And if I click on that, it's only going to pull back the 44 people from this very precise search that are very active on LinkedIn. That means they literally posted content on their LinkedIn profile. And guess what? When we reach out to those people, if we've done everything else that we've talked about this week right, we get a 50%, sometimes a 60% response rate to our connection requests, because A, they're active, B, we've perfectly dressed our profile and our messaging to meet them. And it just becomes, for lack of a different term, a match made in heaven. So that's why Sales Navigator can be so powerful. And if you've never used it before, or if you're a little bit gun shy about making a commitment to paying for it, they do offer a full 30-day free trial. So I would dive into that once you're ready to send out your messaging, and at least take advantage of the 30-day trial and see how effective it is for you. And that's kind of what I got, Ronan. You can jump in here and maybe add some of your wise closing remarks or comments. I'm going to come back to full screen.
I don't know if they're wise or wise ass, but
well, we won't go there.
That's pretty much my MO. I would just want to remind everybody that to get on the waiting list, because the training that we're going to deliver is going to put all the shows that we do together, and it's going to give you the tools that you need to go essentially do what we do. And it's just going to be a worthwhile event, because LinkedIn is the way that things are going. It's just an amazing platform. It's strictly business. And it's the way, if you're a B2B person, this is the way to build relationships, do more networking. Imagine trying to go to as many networking events to meet as many people as you saw in that LinkedIn search. It's not going to happen. So this is a primary way that we're going to be connecting, especially these days, right? I don't think I've been to a live networking event in, 2 months, 3 months. And I don't know when I'm going to go back to that, but this is the tool for me to connect with other businesses. So, why not learn how to use it effectively? So guaranteed appointments live, and get on the waiting list and learn how we do it.
Excellent. And tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 on the East Coast, we are going to be revealing our secret marketing weapon.
Really? Should we let that secret out?
We should. It's time. Yeah.
Okay.
It's time to get that out of the bag.
I'm going to defer to you on this one, but yeah, okay.
I'll tell you why we call it our marketing weapon. It's because we get a 90, you heard it right, a 90% response rate when we use it. So if you want to check that out and get a 90% response rate on what you're doing tomorrow, we'll see you there.
Excellent. Bye, everybody.